Hey guys, so I've been thinking about New Year's resolutions lately, and um, even before New Year's, I've been thinking about goals and um, plans, like making plans for my life. Where am I going in life? So I don't know if it's an early midlife crisis or just like, whoa, I'm 30, I need to know where I'm going in life. So I've been thinking about New Year's resolutions, and I've been thinking about why make them? Why do we make them? Is it just make them to break them? Like, yeah. So I've been thinking about that, and I've been watching some YouTube videos to get me inspired. Some of them have been like Dave Ramsey, which is all about finances and things like that. Um, and I've been watching a couple others like mom blogs on just organization and running your house and that type of thing. So anyway, so I've been thinking about this, making New Year's resolutions, and some years, I'll admit, I was kind of overwhelmed with life, especially a couple years where I was going through a crisis of some kind or another. So like thinking about a New Year's resolution was like overwhelming, and it was just like, well, I'm just going to survive this year. So I think sometimes that's okay if you're going through a crisis, something like a death that's really devastating. Um, so just thinking about surviving the year is big enough, and that's okay, I think. Um, and then I've had years where I heard a speaker say once already that just make one goal. It's overwhelming to try to improve every aspect of your life. Just make one goal each year. So there have been years I did that, and I always felt like, well, if I'm only going to improve in one area, I'm a Christian, so that's the area I should improve first. So about 5 years ago, I made the goal to read through the Bible, and I did not make the goal to read through the Bible in a year because I did that a few times, and it was always a little overwhelming for me. It's like a couple chapters a day, and once I fell behind with the schedule, it was like, what do I do now? Do I try to catch up in one day? Do I stay behind? So that just got confusing for me and overwhelming. So I did not try to read it in a year, but I wanted to read a chapter a day. And I think that was 4 or 5 years ago, and I started in the New Testament, and I am not done yet. I'm at least 3/4 of the way through. I have some of the minor prophets yet in the Old Testament. I started the New Testament. I think that took me a year. And then it took me about 2 years to get the, 2/3 of the way through the Old Testament. So I obviously haven't stuck to my schedule. If you do the math, it shouldn't have taken 4 or 5 years to do it, but I plan to finish it this year. And I think it's good to give yourself grace with your goals, because if you're too hard on yourself and let yourself become overwhelmed, you're just going to give up. So yeah, sometimes it's okay to just have one goal. And if you are not a Christian, if you're not walking with the Lord, I would challenge you to try that one. Because if you are not a Christian, I think we're made by our Creator. I believe we're made by our Creator, and nothing in life is going to be right if we are not walking with the Lord. And you may disagree with me, and that's okay. Everybody's allowed to disagree and have their own beliefs, but I would challenge you to try it, and just try it for yourself and decide for yourself. So some years I just did one goal, and then I would try to add a new goal the next year. And obviously I haven't reached perfection even in those things, but improvement, yes. So it's good to do that and not give up when you mess up as the year gets crazy at times or whatever. This year, my goal is to make 7 goals. And this is not original with me. I got this idea from Dave Ramsey. He suggests making one goal in 7 areas, and the 7 areas are spiritual, which I touched on. Career. So what do you want for your career in 2019? For me, I don't necessarily have a career, but my husband has started a business in 2018. So I'm his secretary, so to speak, and I do a lot of the book work. And I'm also his support system. So I want to help him grow his business in this year. I'm also a homeschool mom, so I want to make some goals as the homeschool teacher around here. And then family is the 3rd category. So family goals. One of my family goals is to have more structure with my children. More structure and a little bit more of a schedule so they know what they're doing each day. And I also want to have a game night once a week. So those are 2 of my goals for family. Financial. And this is often a big one for a lot of people, I think. What are your goals for your financial, your life in your financial area this year? And I would recommend Dave Ramsey's videos. Sometimes he can be a little crude maybe, but he gets the point across, and he has a lot of good guidance for things like getting out of debt, even if you're in like a financial crisis and it feels impossible right now, or if you're doing a little better and you want to know how to invest your money or how to save your money. He has a lot of good advice for that, and he's on YouTube. You can just search him on YouTube, and he has a lot of good advice. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 categories. The 5th category is physical. I want to make some physical goals. Social, obviously physical. Everybody has physical goals at New Year's, right? Like everybody wants to get in better shape or stay in shape or whatever, lose weight. So then physical, and then social, and I'm an introvert, so maybe social could be don't be a hermit in 2019. No, but Dave suggested things like stay in touch with old friends, or whatever you want your social goal to be. Make a social goal. And then intellectual, and this is something I've been thinking a little more in the last few years. I'm in my 30s now, and it's time to know what I'm doing in life. I'm ready to admit now that I don't always know everything. I can learn a lot from people, especially with having children, teaching school, running a business. Like, you can learn a lot from people, and it's good to be teachable, and I want to be teachable. So I don't have a lot of time for reading books, which is a good way to learn. But there's things like podcasts. There's things like YouTube video tutorials. I can play them while I'm doing dishes and folding laundry. So I want to grow myself intellectually this year, and I'm going to make specific goals for that as well. So those are the 7 areas I'm going to make goals in. I did not nail them down yet, but I want to make specific goals. I can't take credit for most of these ideas. This is also from Dave Ramsey, but he suggests making measurable goals and specific goals. They can't be vague, like, I want to grow spiritually, I want to grow intellectually, I want to lose weight. That's a good place to start, but then you need specifics, like, I want to read a chapter in the Bible a day. I want to pay off $20,000 in debt. I want to save $10,000 this year, whatever. Make them measurable goals, specific and measurable, and then do the calculations and make the plan. Like, so for financial, if I want to save $10,000 this year, let's make it easy. If I want to save $12,000, I have to save $1,000 a month. That's $250 a week. And then if I want that to happen, I need to save $250 every week. So I think that is key in making your goals come true. they need to be mapped out. So that's what I'm going to work on over the weekend here. I'm going to make a plan for each of my 7 goals. And another key is going to be setting alarms on my phone. I want to start working out this year, and I'm going to keep it really simple because I'm busy and I don't have time for working out an hour a day or 2 hours a day. But I am going to get up early and set an alarm to get up and work out for 10 or 15 minutes 5 days a week. And I'm going to set an alarm to read my Bible every morning. So those are 2 things I already know I am going to do, and I can set my alarm on repeat for, if I'm going to work out 5 days a week, set it for 5 days a week and set it on repeat, and it'll do it all year long. And as long as I don't ever turn that thing off, my phone is going to remind me all year to do it, to work out, to read my Bible. So that's how I plan to stick to my New Year's resolutions. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. What are your resolutions? What are your goals? How are you going to stick to them? Do you make New Year's resolutions? If you do, why or why not? I know I have a lot of room for growth, and I want to grow. I want to improve. I don't want to be the same person I am 10 years from now or 5 years from now. I want to be improving, and I want to be improving my financial life and my family life and my personal life. Yeah, there's just room for growth in every aspect. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And if I'm throwing around the idea of making a video every week to show how I've done with my goals, and if I'm making progress and stuff. So I would love to hear if you guys want to see that or not, and if I can get my camera to work right with my computer. I'm very technologically challenged, so if I can do that, I'm thinking about doing that once a week in 2019. Let me know if you're interested in watching something like that, and maybe you'll see my face get thinner as the weeks go by. All right, have a good day, guys.